shape, or form.
Yeah, got it.
So we're back here with Can You Dig It? Talking about all kinds of stuff. And we're going to try to wrap this up in the amount of time we have left, which is not an hour. Zoom has lied to me.
40 minutes. Oh,
Yeah.
it's fine. We'll wrap it up.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll
wrap it
have.
up. Um, this move that was tried by where did we end off at? I forgot where we end off at. We talking about Vitruvian, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, we were talking about that.
Okay, it's illness. Um, for those who follow Basquiat, Basquiat is letting you know what to expect. So, what to expect? Expect something called the Flash. They're calling this thing the Flash. It's coming from up there. Not sure what it is, but it's called the Flash. Jean Michel Basquiat puts him in his paintings and he explains it. You have to be able to understand his paintings. So if you look at Basquiat's paintings, he's going to show you. And Nostradamus, I sent you a text message of just now.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Okay.
that's Nostradamus. Okay.
Sad concepts will come to harm each one, temporal, dignified, the mass to succeed, for fathers and mothers dead of infinite sorrows, women in mourning, the pestilent she monster, the great one to be no more, all the world to end.
Okay. So let me tell you, and you can think I'm full of shit, but I know exactly what this means. And Nostradamus lied. I know Nostradamus writings. I'm letting you know the Epic of Gilgamesh is full of shit. Everybody got to throw everything in the trash. When you're looking at this, Nostradamus is talking about he's right, but he didn't. He lied a little. He lied on this, and he apologizes in another book for this particular quatrain. What you're looking at, they're telling you. I'm not sure how much you've been following this COVID, but you understand that miscarriages are at an all-time high.
Yeah.
Miscarriage rates are 1,000% higher than ever right now. You understand? I was an EQ I was looking at. They had one miscarriage in 90 days. After COVID vaccine, they had 23 in one day.
Wow.
So, what this quatrain is trying to tell you is correct. It's telling you that something's going to come. And they say the pestilent sea, they say the pestilent she monster. The she monster they're talking about is President Xi of China, brother. COVID-19, Wuhan, China. Nostradamus is talking about the she monster, President Xi of China, brother. And the pestilence, you know, the pestilence is COVID. But the thing they lied about is the great one was to die and the world was supposed to end. I'm the great one he's talking about. You don't have to believe me because I'm black and everybody's smarter than me. But it's confirmed. The Bible even fucking tells you. Like literally, the Bible tells you and literally mentions my woman's name, my fiance's name, and my director of operations, the person I've been working with the longest time. Literally, they name in the fucking Bible, and people still want to act like they don't know that I'm the fucking Christ. Like I said openly because I know I'm the Christ, but it's not like the fucking stories they told you. 2021, I'm sorry, March 2020 was the murder attempt. I'm not sure if you've seen the plane fight, but that's when they tried to murder me. I didn't die. The she monster is she. The vaccines is the pestilence. Women, check it out. They talk about mothers. They talk about miscarriages, brother. They're talking about half children, the young age children are dying. That's our kids, brother. So understand that Nostradamus is telling you this shit's going down. He's already showed you, except I didn't die in 2020. And when you look at Basquiat's artwork, you're going to fucking see my name in it. That's what's so fucking frustrated because academia knows who the fuck I am, but don't think that I know who I am. I'm going to burn them up for it. So I'm just trying to stop what they're trying to do. And what they're trying to do is going to fail miserably. But you got to understand, their card says death before dishonor, and it also says that the deck of cards, the Illuminati cards, to say that if shame is forever, death is once. So the whole philosophy of the system, who was manipulating and doing these things against us, humanity, their stance is they would rather die before giving up control over you and me, brother. So if they gotta die, if they gotta
Mhm.
kill all of us and die in the process, it's better than living with us not doing what they want us to do. That's their philosophy. You're going to find that with the algorithms, they're very, very specific. You're going to find that 13 years after Richard Pryor received the Lifetime Achievement Award, he was killed. You're going to find that 13 years after David Chappelle received his in 2019, they're going to kill him in 2032. 13 years after Sidney Poitier received the Lifetime Achievement Award, he was killed. Like, if you're getting celebrated for some shit, that's usually when they mark you. Mm-hmm. And you think things are going well for the system, but the system feels as if Bill Cosby became very rich off of our system, then we get to take it back because it belongs to us. So they'll give us temporary riches, but you got to understand, everybody keeps ending up poor. All the athletes and the musicians and the actors and actresses at the end of their life end up penniless, unless you are a George Clooney. You know, you're lucky. But understand, Bill Cosby's son was killed. Donald Trump's son was poisoned. Dr. Dre's son was killed. Dr. J's son was killed. John F. Kennedy's son was killed. Bruce Lee's son was killed. See, the thing about it is everybody missed the real play because what was done to the father. All of these men who you know, you're going to go down and list and see that all of these men who history are deems as great, they took their boys. They took my boy. You understand? Mm-hmm. So, but no one sees the father. Everyone only sees the mother. You understand? It's the mother's sorrow, but no one sees the pain that the fathers are going through. You know, Donald Trump, people don't understand. Donald Trump ain't fighting for MAGA. He ain't fighting for racism or manifest destiny. Donald Trump is fighting because they poisoned his son, man. Me and Donald Trump have the same mission, revenge. You poison my son, I'm going to murder every motherfucking one of you involved. And Donald Trump has the same mission, except he can't say that right now. But I need to understand that all these men, just think about it, Martin Luther King, everybody's son gets killed from these men, whether you want to call them great or not, but their son keep getting killed. And because it happens to the father, and me and you are stoic, we're men, we're not allowed to say, I'm hurting inside and I want to die because someone took my child. That's not what men do. Mm-hmm. So you got a lot of men walking around in a whole bunch of pain because we're not allowed to be in pain. And a black man can't even experience pain. Anything can happen to him because he's worse than nothing, which is bullshit. It's just the system doing that and alienating him. But understand that this thing ain't black, white. You understand that the black, the whites, the Jews, and all of them working together, the system.
Sure.
Our American system right now is working with China right the fuck now, setting up the demise of our entire country.
Yeah, well, there are no countries anymore anyway, so.
No. Well, here's the good part. We're going to have some rocky moments. Things, and I assure you, I know how it plays out. That's why I talk so much shit. Like, if anybody ever just like, I can't believe anybody's not looking at this. A lot of people are going to die. Hey, baby, I'm still on call. You got everything you need? I can't ignore her. Hey, baby, you got everything you need? Yeah, I can't ignore her. She'll punch me in the face. So what I'm saying is the goal for this thing, I've been screaming and everywhere and alienated, was to kill us.
Yeah.
This was meant to just kill us. That's
sure. They've been talking about that for a long time. The whole population control and reducing the population. And
this, I would try. Well, I knew. Listen, the reason why I know is because I was in Africa when this jumped off, brother. I was having lunch with Ariel in Ghana, and we were apartment hunting because I loved my experience in Africa. And we sat down for lunch, and Ariel is a psychic. She blacked out. And she said, we got to get the fuck out of here. She said, what they're going to do to Africa is worse than everywhere else. We need to leave. So I spent $5,000 and booked a flight right there, that date, March the 12th. March the 12th, the same date, because you ain't gonna tell me nothing. I know who she is. She's a goddess and she's connected to something divine. So we get on the plane, they try to murder me. So what they was planning to do to me in Africa, they tried on the plane and that didn't work. So I came back to America fucked up. It's just a lovely situation. So I'm trying to emphasize that this communication with you, we need to protect the librarians. And dare I say it, the librarians are more important than anybody because they're trying to kill everybody. So we need somebody to preserve this record. And you, my friend, are a librarian. you know.
Be quiet.
So listen, I come off very, very harsh. You know why? Because I'm in a fight. You know what I'm not going to do? I'm not going to talk nice to you if you're trying to put me in a cage. You are my enemy. If you want to put me in a cage and take me away from my wife and children, I'm going to fuck you up. That's not a friend. If you're trying to steal from me, I'm not going to be kind to you.
Right.
What people see is this is a fight. This is how I fight. And they're lucky that I'm doing by the TV because they know I fight better in person. But I have to fight because what's fucking worse, man? Like the things that I'm fighting against are the most despicable things known to mankind. What's worse than poisoning an infant? And what's worse than putting a pregnant woman in prison? How does anyone fight against those two things, brother? Only one thing would fight against those things, and that's the devil. So if the devil's doing that to me, everybody went along with the devil. Well, let you know the system is the devil. And because everyone went along with the devil, fuck everybody for me. So since I don't give a fuck what happens because I'm going to be fine and my family's going to be fine, I want to protect the librarians because the same way that you didn't know as a Jewish citizen that 100% of Israel has been vaccinated, and you know how the birth rates are going to be next year, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty bad. It's going to be the worst because if you don't die, you're not going to have kids. Either one or two things are going to happen. You're going to die. If you
Yeah.
live and you're a woman, you're not going to have kids. Well, if you populated 100% of the population, brother, how are you going to have a kid if 100% of the population of Israel has been vaccinated, brother? When you have time, look up the miscarriages and the birth rate in Israel. You understand that 60% birth rate went down by 60% in Israel alone, brother.
Wow.
60% less children in 1 year, brother. You know what that means? That means in 2 years, it's a problem. You understand? But the same people, Jewish media, are the same ones that told the Israeli Jews to take the shot. And the same Jewish media told us that it was safe and effective. So, what I'm imploring to you, especially, is that people of Jewish faith who aren't involved with all these things need to separate and differentiate themselves from the hated group right now and say, hey, I am just a family man. I work at Walmart. I'm not the media, and people need to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And if this firm who's stealing my money, this Jewish firm, this guy named Meister, if they fire him and make me whole, then I can do my mission. The hilarious part is, I swear to God, if they don't do the right thing, they're all going to die. I swear to God, every last one of them are going to die. I know it. I got their algorithms. So it's like the algorithms tell you what's going to happen, but it doesn't have to happen. You know, it doesn't have to happen. Someone could just simply say, no, I'm not going to do it. But what I've seen throughout this whole journey, all the things have been allowed to happen to me publicly. I can't even report a crime. I can't report the police. Someone spit in my face and I can't even hit them back. And no one around defended me. And because people are cowards. So what I'm saying is no one's going to defend this group of people. And it's here. And I don't know why nobody don't see the setup. Like the setup is so terrible, brother. So I'm just trying to implore to everyone, hey, we gotta put your energy in the right place, and we need to separate Jewish from Jewish media. And I know it sounds shitty, but I'm for humanity and goodness. You understand? You're not perfect, but you're not a bad person, brother. And you don't deserve to die. You deserve to have your own consent and your own destiny determined by you. And you should not be put on to the same batch as the ones who, the media, a small group of people. Mm-hmm. You understand?
Oh, yeah.
It's small. It's small. Less than 100, brother. It's less than 100. But the entire group should not fail. So what the entire group, don't even say it to me. Talk amongst the group and say, hey, we're getting fucked up here. We are being placed in a fucked up situation. And if we dare think we want to go back to Israel, there's nothing to go back to. Mm-hmm. Everybody died. First off, everybody's going to die within 5 years who took the shot. Number one. Number two, anyone who's pregnant dies. It was a hospital thing was looking at was 23 pregnancies and only one survived. Just one. Now you're talking about in a day, 23 children died and only one woman had a birth. Her baby was born alive. Israel birth rates have been going down since the 60s. You understand? They were put and protected for a reason. They already had low birth rates. Well, now the birth rates are even lower and people can't get pregnant, which means if you don't have the ability to recreate and have children, brother, what's going to happen to your lineage, brother?
Yeah, that's it.
So, The Flash is the event. What you got, baby? So much. Play it. Play it. I'm gonna show you. The Flash. Look at Basquiat's work. If you're not familiar, look at John Michel Basquiat's work. They show the Flash. The Flash is going to take place. I don't know if it's not nuclear. The nuclear shit is bullshit, and it's not a spaceship. That's bullshit. You see people talking about that spaceship. It's not that. Wow, you saw it. Oh wow, you found it. You heard? Oh, I was right.
Yeah, but I got other stuff.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna try to give him this last bit because the Zoom fucked with us, but I got him a lot. And I want to impress upon you that nothing has to happen. It's going to happen. What needs to happen is you are going to have to tell everyone that you know to protect Donald Trump, and he's a racist. In turn, the Jews who are stealing from me illegally, I swear to God, brother, I am not joking with you. I swear to God from the bottom of my heart, all of them are going to die. I swear to God, everybody in that law firm is going to die, and not by my hands or not by my desire. But literally, the person who's protecting them, they stole from. So I'm just saying, what's coming, I already know how this goes down. All of the Renaissance artists were saying the same thing. I'm not so much smarter than everybody else. I figured out one picture. Once I figured out that one picture, I saw all of them. Hieronymus Bosch, Basquiat, Yost, Michelangelo, all of them are saying the exact same thing. They're telling you that the doctors and the church is keeping us sick. Mm-hmm. And eventually someone was going to come along and figure it out. Yeah. And lo and behold, that happened to be me. And I am here in Mexico penniless because my everything was literally allowed to be stolen and taken from me, and everybody sees it. Well, understand that they wouldn't be so comfortable doing these things so publicly if they had somebody to answer to. Well, you're not going to be around to answer to what they're trying to do. And what I'm saying is all this shit starts, and the violence starts before the new year, brother. February is an event, but before the event, the build up. I don't know if you ever had the opportunity to. Have you ever fought a black guy before?
I fought a black guy?
Yeah,
like
in a physical fight?
No.
Yeah.
I've hardly fought a white guy. I mean, I think I was in a fight in like third grade or something.
You're so lucky. You're so lucky. Well, the last person you want to argue with is an ignorant nigga and an ignorant hillbilly. Their minds cannot be changed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I've had experience arguing with ignorant people, and I realized that you can't do anything.
You cannot change their minds.
Oh, no.
Right now, in the minds of hillbillies and ignorant niggas, is the Jews. And it's and listen, I'm here trying to save lives. That's it. I'm just telling you, they set y'all up fucked up. They didn't allow everybody, they literally kept everybody away from y'all all this time, stirred up resentment from all these places. And they about to Afghanistan, Vietnam, your ass here in America. And where you gonna go? You can't go to Israel. You ain't gonna be able to get no plane when this shit goes down. You stuck. You stuck. Now I can
Well, I've
explain
always
to you.
wanted to go to Mexico, so I guess it works out.
well, 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 you know what? What's funny is I'm selling my house down here, so maybe you can buy my house. What I'm saying, brother, is listen, brother, it's a trap, it's a trick, and I don't understand how nobody sees it. It's right there. Everything is in place.
Well, I think they're distracted by so many different things and there's so many different narratives going on and so many different people saying different things that it's hard to know what's going on. I mean, it's confusion, it's mass confusion. So
that's it.
And I think people have realized they can't trust the media, whether it's Jewish, whether it's not. I think people have realized that they can't trust most of their institutions or the politicians or whatever. So it's like then they're in that area where they don't know who to trust. They don't know what to think. And
they follow somebody.
Yeah, exactly. They follow somebody or they just sink into apathy or whatever it is they sink into.
Understand that Islam was created because Christianity was a worldwide religion. But once the system was so corrupt, they walked away from Christianity, and because they had nowhere to go to, they ran towards Islam. Christianity didn't lose. Islam didn't recruit them. No, they left because the system broke down. You are watching your system break down, including the things that protect the people who you are genetically linked to. You understand? The system is broken. The system is broken. It's breaking down. They want to do lockdowns. They're trying to start a war. And everybody who's black is looking at Kanye and looking at Kyrie Irving and saying, see what they're doing to this black person. See what the Jews going to do to this black person. Every black person who I've spoken with said the exact same thing. Every single one. Every single one. You go on Twitter, oh my God, it is disgusting. It's disgusting the way they talk about Jewish people. And it's like, I asked them, hey, how many interactions have you had with a Jewish person? Never. Well, once so go eat a dick then.
Yeah.
Listen, my first job in college, I was a nanny. I was a male nanny. And the kid who was my first assignment, name was Alex, and he's Jewish. You understand that this Jewish family trusted my black ass to take care of their son? So what the fuck I look like saying Jews anything?
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to explain to the ones who are stealing from me, they're gonna kill their ass. And it's like they won't do nothing. Like under no circumstances will people do the right thing. And that's the thing. It's like, man, like you understand if people would have followed my shit, everyone would have got a refund check this year, more than $10,000, every fucking American. You know what I'm saying? I'm helping everybody. I'm not going by a race line or a line of nothing. Everybody. But everybody said, fuck that nigga. He's a nigga. Don't trust him. Fuck that nigga. And do whatever you want to do to him. And it's like these same exact people who are taking from me, this here for me is temporary. It's like dum-dums. I've been in the house for almost a year. If they wanted to kill me, they done sent the cartel after me twice. So the cartel know who I am. They could send the cartel to my house and no one's going to blink an eye. But the reason why I'm alive is because all of this is about to collapse and they just need to keep me at bay while they fucking y'all up. Mm. That's why they got the dude, Torben, the pastor, in prison because we fucking you up. Listen, man. It's not an accident that I read fucking artwork. It's not an accident that I find all these patterns. It's not an accident that I fucking fix worldwide blind. It's not an accident that I know how to build a house that requires no electricity, but yet keeps you warm in the winter and cool in the summer, and it's free. I've been trying to get this away, man. I'm trying to give you a house that you ain't got to pay no energy bills with. Why would anyone support that?
It's a threat. It's a structure. So yeah, of course they wouldn't. Of
That's
course they
right.
wouldn't do
So
that. Yeah.
what I'm saying is, if people aren't willing to stand up for a man who sacrificed himself and his family for prisoners, pregnant women, blindness, vaccines, everything I'm doing is visible and everyone sees what I'm doing visibly and what I have been doing. But not one person will help me. So what I'm trying to say to you is this. If I'm all these fantastic things, which I am, can you dig it? No one's helping me. How do you think it's going to be with you? I'm asking for some money so I can just get out of this country. And I give away a lot of shit. I've given away a lot of shit my whole life. Well, in your case, you're not gonna need money. You're gonna need someone to protect you. And no one's going to give their life for you. That's the state of the world we're in right now. And the only person who stood up every fucking time he seen something go down, even if he got hurt and lost all of his money because of us, is me. And the people who they're targeting is literally the ones who are keeping me from doing my job. So I'm just telling you, I swear to God, everybody in the law firm is going to die. Terrible. And it's like, man, and it's like, part of me is like, good. That's the visceral part of me being honest. Because if you thought it was okay for me to die, then it's okay for you to die. But the other part of me is a classy dude. People don't even realize how classy I am. I had to turn into a nigga over the past couple of years because a classy man, they just did everything to that classy man. He used to be beautiful. But classy man is going to let a person see what they did wrong and correct their shit and say, that's what a classy man would do. Before you do this disgusting deed that you're doing, let me give you a little food for thought. You're going to die miserable and your whole lineage is going to die with it. And the only person who's willing to stand up for you, you steal from. And people are getting sick. When you get sick, what they say, I caught a bug, right? What's bugging you, huh? Oh, he's bugged out. Where do you think these phrases come from? They've been poisoning us and they started off with the fucking insects. You'll find it. And it's like, well, I don't know why he knows that. They literally was putting bugs in us. You're going to find, matter of fact, just Google it. You're going to find, just Google spider in ears. Go on YouTube and see how many children have spiders pulled out of their fucking ears, man. But the spider is there doing its job. But the real killer is the ant. The ant is what's tearing up the brain. Parkinson's, all that shit, it's the ants. They putting ants in our ears, but y'all ain't gotta believe me. It's I gotta believe me, and it sounds crazy. But the Vitruvian man is a spider, and the woman behind him is not a spider. The one behind him is an ant. The spider has 8 legs. The ant has 4. And you're gonna see the one behind him has 4 legs, but the whole picture looks like 8. You'll see. You're gonna also find out that ants talk. I might as well tell everything. Go see for yourself. Man, do you have any idea? Like, shouldn't they have told you in school that ants talk with their mouth and they have their own language? Did you know ants have their entire language? And I mean, the queen speaks in one octave, the soldiers speak in another octave, octave, and the builders, they all speak different languages in their words. And guess what? You're not gonna believe me. Look for yourself. The ants say the word no. Does that make any sense to you?
Wow.
Listen,
That's pretty incredible.
Look for yourself. The ants are saying no, 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 no. The ants are saying no. And if we have any time, you go to one of these schools where they say these children have these things called autistic, you're going to find that all of the kids, all of them who are talking, all of them just say no, 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 no. You'll see. It sounds crazy. And the thing about it is I put my name, my face on it because I know my shit. I dare anybody to say what I'm saying is not true. Anyone who's saying that I'm saying something that's not true, put your name and your face on it so I can fuck you up good. But yeah, man, the things they're doing to us are so despicable. And we are watching and allowing these things be done to beautiful people. Well, this here is all I have to do with just wait. We're fine. That's my job, just to wait down here. They just need me out of the way to do their job. But understand, if I'm out of the way, the world's going to burn because Nostradamus is talking about me, the man, the light bringer. I'm the Christ and the Satan. Remember, Lucifer's the devil. The light bringer was Lucifer. You understand?
So,
You understand?
as far as averting this issue, you said you have an idea of what to do is to educate people on what's going on.
Even better. Listen. Okay. If you fixed diabetes, if you had a shot that could fix diabetes, you would break the entire world. If you had a shot that could fix tooth decay, it breaks the world. Because what people don't understand is there's no such thing as Sprint versus Apple versus AT&T. There's just one. There's one company. All the media companies, every single newspaper is one company. So all you have to do is fix the world. You only have to fix one thing. Because you fix one thing, everything breaks. My one thing happens to be preventable blindness. So I broke it with preventable blindness. But you fix one thing and everything crumbles. Here's the shitty part. None of the Black organizations have helped me out, and they stole from me. Actually, as an organization called Blacksit in Gambia, I sent them $100,000 worth of equipment, frames, lenses, and training manuals for the Gambia before COVID, because I knew. You're going to see that I supplied all of the countries before everything locked down because I knew what the fuck was going on. I did that before the lockdown. I couldn't do that during the lockdown. And then they stole my money. There was no way to do it, but I knew. The Black organization by the name of Blacksit in the Gambia stole the equipment and sold the money. Sold the equipment and kept the money. The Black Panther Party in Compton, California stole $3 million worth of equipment designated for children. That was 30,000 jobs to the city of Compton. And the Black Panther Party stole the money. You understand? Yeah. So this whole Black, white, Jew shit, gay shit, all that shit, I'm saying we can fight about that shit tomorrow, but there ain't nobody fighting. And you never know. Let's not pretend. Don't nobody know what the fuck I know, and don't nobody see what the fuck I see. And they want to sit back and pretend, oh, he's a nigga. But here's the thing. I swear to God, if the Jewish folks don't get their act together internally and point out the pieces of shit, you understand? Point out a Harvey Weinstein like you're a piece of shit and you are a disservice to our culture.
Right.
Point them out and differentiate. They have to differentiate from that media, because the media, anybody attached to that's going to burn. And that would fix things. And even while things got crazy, man, I did so much preparation. It's disgusting. I bought a whole fucking close to an island before this shit went down. And that's where I'm going to send the Jews if they need somewhere to go for free. And everything's down they need. And these motherfuckers steal from me. You understand how ridiculous it is? I'm trying to save these Black folks in Compton. I'm trying to help the people in the Gambia. I'm sending shit to the people in Australia, in Ghana, so they don't have to take the vaccine. I knew they was trying to vaccinate everybody, and they wouldn't let you travel or work without the vaccines. Mm-hmm. So I said, cool, let me send you all this fucking medical equipment and this training and certification. It's free. You don't need a vaccine, and you're going to make more money doing this. So if you're a CSG, you make as much money as you want, and you don't have to take a vaccine. That was my plan. It was a good plan. It was perfect, except literally all my shit got taken from me. And because everybody's worried about something being taken from them, they say, well, fuck it, can happen to you. But you gotta understand, they did this to me for a reason. I know how to fuck. They know I'm the Christ. The Christ ain't what the fuck they wrote in the Bible. I mean, the Christ ain't the story. Read the Bible about who the Christ is. The Christ is, it's a frequency. Eric Van Daniken's a fraud. He talks about the people coming, the Anunnaki coming in and enslaving humanity to mine gold. You know, he's a fucking fraud. Fibonacci code is wrong. Van Daniken misinterpreted that, and I think he did it on purpose. The scriptures, the tablets don't say we was enslaved to mine gold. What it means is the Christ was trying to bring everyone to gold. And what it means is just going up the chakras, and the gold is the brain and elevating our body. It wasn't a physical gold, brother. The physical gold is not what they were talking about. It was our goal to reach our higher state of mind. Our goal. It's not physical. It was never physical. It's a frequency. It's like everything else. It's a frequency. Right. So because everybody's jealous of me, Black people are jealous of me, and because white people are resentful of me, and Jewish people don't think me of a human being, they get to all lump me in. You understand how I'm a fucking genius? There ain't nobody in the world smarter than me, and everybody fucking knows it because I know everything for real. I didn't read a book. I went to the motherfucker. I built it. My hands was there. And it's not just here. It's everywhere. China, Singapore, everywhere I'm there, and my hands is in the dirt. Right. But I have a special set of eyes. But you understand, they get to say, oh, he's a nigga. So forget that he reads Mona Lisa. Forget that he found the eustachian tube in Da Vinci's painting. Forget that he understands that everybody who took the COVID vaccine, Basquiat has a cure for it in his paintings. Obvious as fuck. Basquiat shows you how to cure the people from vaccine injuries, in particular COVID. He shows you. And I told people, but you know what? They get to say he's a nigga. So understand, the same way they're looping you into the Jewish media, they get to loop me into a bunch of dumb, ignorant ass niggas.
No, that's all we have these days, though, is people just name call. We got about 2 minutes. We got about 2 minutes left. So
yeah. So in closing, brother, I don't want to see this suffering that's about to take place. And I swear to God, man, yo, look at the algorithm, yo. Archaic has an algorithm. He talks about the destruction of Israel in 2023. And Archaic is right, but he's wrong. Israel, the country, is going to be in pristine shape. The people is what they're talking about, because all of the Jews in America, that's Israel. Israel ain't a place, it's a people. Before they went there in 65, was it 65? Before they went there 65, they were Jewish. And once they got to the Gaza Strip, they were still Jewish. You understand? Yeah. So just because they're at the Gaza Strip don't make it any less of who they were. It's a people. And the people who have stopped me from doing my job are the same people, except the worst version. So that's all I'm trying to hammer home.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate, once again, you're blowing my mind, and I'm going to look at some of the stuff you mentioned to me, and you've, yeah, I don't know what to say.
Go on Twitter, man. Go on Twitter and get a pulse of this country. You got to understand that the Midwest, a lot of military soldiers have died, and a lot of parents they're ready to go to war. They're literally waiting for the cue to start shooting. They've been given instructions, just wait.
Okay.
Man, where you want to be?
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Send me these. Send me these tonight so I can put my music behind them. Please.
Okay. Yeah, I'll send them to you.
Man, it's been a pleasure talking to you. We gotta do this again. I like talking to you. You're smart.
Yeah, I like talking to you.